Blazers. Lillard. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Teague against Lillard. He dishes it to Kaman. Back to Lillard. He kicks it to Aldridge. No good. And Atlanta will come the other way.
Aldridge can do so many things on a basketball floor. It shouldn't really come as a surprise when he switches his style up. Last year, I thought he played a lot more with his back to the basket.
The Atlanta making some changes. Scotty's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Schroeder in for Kyle Korver. The Hawks trail by 6. And to add what you said about Aldridge, the years before his last season, he tended to face up to the basket and Clark shoot over people, which was fine as he was so gifted on.
But I think with the change to the Blazers' offensive schemes and just the way the team wanted to approach the season, they needed more of a back-to-the-basket guy, and Aldridge was as dominant as ever stepping into that role, in addition to still being able to knock down that face-up jumper.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Now here's Millsap. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. The drive by Scott. Back to Millsap. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Wow, he sure can make up for that lack of size and height because of his leaping ability.
Aflalo sets the pick for Lillard. Aldridge a screen. Lillard the pass to Aldridge. The dish to Aflalo. Portland moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Lillard. Count that one. Lillard's got his first bucket of the night.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Pass to Millsap. Releases from 15, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. 8 points for Millsap.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And Lillard kicks to Kaman. Aldridge with a screen on Scott, and it's Speedy with the foul. That's his first foul. The Atlanta making some changes. Elton Brand's checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. And Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Teague. Leonard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Wright comes in for Nicholas Batum. 35 seconds left in the first. Kaman dishes to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Feeds it to Aflalo. Beyond the arc. Shot denied. And he recovers it. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Well, they were in foul trouble throughout that game, guys, and made things awfully hard on themselves as a result.
Yeah, it forced them to go much deeper into their rotation than they would have liked to, and that's always tough.
It'll count. And no good trying to get that one. And that concludes the first quarter of play.
On Tap Monday, February.
All right, the second quarter begins. With a completely new group on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Chris Kaman's checked in for Lopez. Aldridge comes in for Myers Leonard. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Darrell Wright. And it's Aflalo in for Lillard. On the floor for Portland, Batum and Aldridge are the power tandem. Matthews out there with Aflalo. And it's Kaman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Trailblazers trail by 4. Outside Matthews. On the wing, Batum. Kaman inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Kaman's got his first points in this one.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
Outside Teague. Teague gets a screen from Scott. Teague the pass to Carroll. Here's Horford. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Al Horford, 6'10", 250, really a natural power forward who's been asked to play at center for his whole career. He's shown himself willing to battle bigger players inside, but you got to think he'd welcome a chance to switch back to the 4 spot.
Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
11 seconds.
1:12 left in the second quarter. And Afflalo kicks to Aldridge. 6 to shoot. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Now the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face, couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, it made his height advantage count that time.
T dishes to Scott. Into Millsap, knocked loose, and stolen by Aldridge. Batum passes to Matthews. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Yeah, and that kind of approach is going to serve them well. It's gotten them to the line more than a few times this quarter.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And the free throws for him this year, he's making them at about a rate of 77%.
He's had trouble putting up the same numbers from the foul line that he put up last season.
That one misses.
Now, Portland, Oregon is a very different kind of NBA town. A popular motto around here is keep Portland weird. So a sort of counterculture that the fans and the citizens in Portland embrace. But it's a one-team town, and the fans have always shown incredible support for their beloved Blazers.
T kicks to Scott. Second chance shot. Misses off the left iron.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that match.
Batum attacking. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. Free throw good. Nicholas Batum. And Portland making a change here. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. Puts up a prayer. And a tight game here as we end the first half. It's Atlanta leading by a point. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. Number 1, we've done really well in limiting our turnovers. The last thing we want to do is give them extra possessions, and so far, we haven't. We were able to make an impact with our low-post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. And I don't want us moving things along too quickly to start the third quarter. A casual tempo will suit us just fine right now. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Let's go, you.
Elton Brand's checked in for Horford. Mike Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Jeff Teague. And then for the Trailblazers, Chris Kaman is checked in for Lopez. Leonard comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Jarrell Wright is subbed in there with Kyle Korver. Then it's Thabo Sefolosha. Then it's Elton Brand. And it's Scott in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Lillard, right side. And there's the pass to Wright. Now the feed to Kaman. He drains the turnaround jump shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Hawks coach Mike Budenholzer grew up around the game. His father coached high school and college basketball for 25 years, and Mike got into coaching pretty much immediately after graduating from college. Sounded like a guy who knew what he wanted to do.
Schroeder kicks to Scott. 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound, and that one's good. 6 points for Brand.
You
got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Gentlemen, we all know the mid-range jumper is a lost art, but not for LaMarcus Aldridge. As he said, I've always had that shot. That's my game. Most teams like to give up mid-range shots, so if I specialize in that shot, then why not shoot it? And Coach Terry Stotts agreed, saying, if you're open and it's your shot, it's a good shot. Kevin, back to you.
He makes the percentages work in his favor, Doris. Thank you. And Coach Budenholzer, two-sport athlete at Pomona, golf and basketball, also graduated with a triple major in politics, philosophy, and economics. It sounds just like you at Arizona.
Similar, only different. You know, shortly after college, Budenholzer actually took over as the video coordinator for the Spurs, and that's where his career took off. He ended up spending 19 seasons alongside Greg Popovich, winning 4 titles, and now here he is coaching the Atlanta Hawks.
Matthews dishes to Leonard. Scott pulls it in.
And he looked pretty good out there last time out. The team got the win, and he showed he belongs in this league.
You know, when a team wins, usually everybody looks good, but he really stood out given it was the first time he was on an NBA court. That was impressive.
Pass to Lillard. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layups. Earn it from the line.
First trip to the line for him here.
And you know, last game, guys, he shot very well from the stripe. Made a nice contribution there.
Yeah, he sure did. Turned in a really nice performance.
You know, one thing about...
I like the effort, son.
I'm feeling it, coach.
Sinks the second. Here's Teague on the floor for Portland. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. Chris came in out there with Myers-Leonard, and it's Aldridge in at the 3 spot. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, LaMarcus, this is certainly a good win. What was the most important element to the team in a game like this one?
Just playing with energy, you know.